Welcome back, Bravehearts. So we didn't plan this show, did we, Julie?
We did not.
No, but sometimes the best things in life aren't planned, are they? So we're here today, and what we're going to do is we're going to call this Lumps, Bumps, and Tumors. And this is Julie. And Julie, you're from Australia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the first thing that I want to say this is, when I say tumor, how do you feel? When I say pimple, how do you feel? Well, Dr. Wolf, I feel a lot better when you say pimple. I can just pop it. Okay, well, guess what? Every pimple becomes a tumor. Understand something. A tumor is just a symptom of what? What's it a symptom of, Julie?
A continual build-up of inflammatory thoughts and...
Living on an unconscious level and not demanding what you should be demanding of yourself, because everybody comes first. And you don't want to upset anybody, so you stay upset yourself, and you need somewhere to put those upset emotions that you've been suppressing, and you cannot suppress your emotions into your body. You'll get constipation, then infection, then inflammation, then mutation, and then you'll have scar tissue formation, calcification in your bones, joints, gallbladder, kidneys, breasts, and then you'll have mutation, which means you'll have a cancerous tissue.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what are we talking about here today? Do you want to show people what it looks like? Not what it looks like, but where it is? Actually, Julie, I think it's come down. Okay, so I don't know if you were here last week when we did our show.
Different clothes.
Okay, all right. I don't know last week if you were here when we did our show, but the reality is, hold on a second here. So I don't know if you were here when we did our show last week. Okay. Yeah, that's better, Rafa. I want you to do from the chest up shot. Okay, no close-ups like that. All right. Thank you. Sorry, everybody, for the close-up of my blow, but that's the shot I want, Rafa. Thank you. So if you were here last week when we did the show, okay. Rafa, I only want a shot above the waist, thank you. Do you hear me? Yes. Okay, thank you. So if you were here last week, okay, and you saw the show I did with Julie, okay, we talked about the situation, right? Mm-hmm. And where is it? You can see it, everyone? Okay, if you take a look, can you switch the camera?
So we can...
Okay, all right. So no, Rafa, you need to keep that camera on me. Just go back and then we'll do a close-up, please. Okay? All right? Go back and switch the camera to Julie and keep me shot and her shot above the waist. All right? Thank you. All right, everybody, we just did this on the fly and Rafa's doing a great job, okay? Just so you know. But, yeah. Okay? All right, so if you can, Rafa's going to show you and do a close-up.
Do you want me to actually...
Show them. Why don't you show them? You know what, everybody?
It does belong to me.
We cannot, we don't have to be scared anymore, okay? You were made to be scared, so you need to get that. Do you see this? Okay, so I know you're going, oh, no. Well, guess what? This is what happens when you're blocked emotionally, then you get blocked physically. Okay? All right? Now, I want you to take a look at this because I want to show everybody in the world that you can be confident about this. We're going to show you, aren't we, how this is going to work with you, right? This will leave, okay? Now, do you see the head on it? Can you point to it? When did that head come? Just lately, right?
Well, the last few days.
Okay, so the last few days. So, you know, some of you may not like this and you're going, oh my gosh, that looks like it could be a breast. And the reality is that head is going to open up. And when that head opens up, what we're going to get is we're actually going to get pus and blood. Rafa, can you please have the camera on both of us? Or is this other one show it? Are we both in the other camera, number 2?
Yes.
Okay, so we're both in this one.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'd rather be Julie be seen anyways. Ralph is doing a great job. We have 2 other camera people. They're out today, so we're just doing great. So now let's go back to our little conversation and shoot from the waist up, please. Not from below the waist, not from below, okay? All right. Now, so I want everybody to understand something and to get this, okay? When that opens up, there will be blood and there will be pus. If you understood Chinese medicine,
Yeah.
okay?
A little bit.
Okay, so what happens when when a woman has her period and she's toxic, and, okay, and there's stagnation in her pelvic region, blood clots. So we get really scared about that, right? Well, stagnation causes the blood clots, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is if we get blood clots or if we're toxic, the period might go on for longer. If there's too much congestion in the pelvis area, the period gets blocked and then we don't have our period anymore. So what happens is when this gets congested, this wants to relieve itself, which means it has to create a head. That head has to open up.
Yeah.
When that head opens up and we start having pus come out and we start having blood come out, you might see it could be even darker, even black. It could smell. So the problem is that's the dying off of the cancer that we call cancer cells, which are highly inflamed cells that live off of lactic acid and there's no oxygen in the area. So it have to live off lactic acid and sugars of the body, okay? But just understand this, we can put you on carrot juice that has lots of natural sugar in it, and it will help to actually create alignment in the body that helps to get rid of the cancer. We can put you on things like even lemon juice with a little bit of raw honey in it, and it's not going to do anything like that, because what people don't understand is that man-made sugars have a right spin, and they'll go right into a cancer cell. Nature's sugars do not go into the cancer cell. See, it's all, people don't get that, right? So meanwhile, Gerson taught mainly about doing carrot juice, doing 64 ounces a day minimum, 8 ounces every hour for 8 hours, and then doing what they do a coffee enema. Well, we take it further than that with the different products that you're going to do, right? So what are the things that you've done so far since you've been here?
All right. Well, working with the.
I know, but first when you came, they did a thermography, right?
No, I've only had that done this morning.
You got this, okay, well, that's why then they didn't do the treatments. Can't do it, any treatments around there, okay?
No, because the treatment was at 4:30. Oh, maybe.
Thermography came before. Okay, so
all right.
when you do a thermography, and a thermography is a full body scan, okay? All right?
Yeah.
So with a full body scan, okay, we're going to be able to tell, and it's non-toxic, right? Thermography will tell us everything, where the inflammation, scar tissue formation, calcification is, where the blocks are. And so I'll walk through that with you when you get it, okay? Now, so when you first came here, the tumor was probably around the same size. I can tell you right now, it looks like it's come down. It just looks worse because it's redder. Now underneath right here, it's hard, right?
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
And that's where the calcium is.
Yeah.
That's where it's calcified. But you're on the ionic calcium, so that's going to help to pull that out.
Yeah.
Okay? All right? And Raf, do me a favor, okay? Take a look at the screen. You're still shooting below the waist. Do not shoot below the waist, above the waist. People do not need to see Dr. Wolf below the waist. Do you understand?
Yes.
Change it. Now, because it's not a great shot. Okay, hey everybody, I just want to tell it like it is. Okay, right? Okay, so let's have them focus on our face, okay? All right? Now, nothing below here. Thank you. Now, it's hard to stay on topic here, okay? Everybody, Rafa's doing a great job. He has some English, but not as much as I'd like. But I should have some Spanish, shouldn't I? Okay, above. Right here, buddy. Right here, bring it up. Okay? Now, let's go through what you're doing right now.
Okay, the Merigen, 4 times a day. That's the calcium.
That's right, Raf. That's where it should be.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
That's where it is from now on. All right, thanks, you're doing a great job. This is what happens when I've got Yarrick in Greece, and then Gad's sick, and Rafa's pulled this together. Thank you, boss. All right.
Okay, so the Merigen, 4 times a day, first thing in the morning.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I just give you a
So
list,
it's not,
or-
okay, that's fine, but I just want to say this, just so everybody knows, and we'll talk about why you're doing it. Merigen's the only calcium product that works in the world. The rest of the calcium products, there is none that work. Even if somebody tells you that I've got ionic calcium cheaper, and that it goes through the stomach wall, who really cares? Is it getting into the cells? Is it getting into the mitochondria? Is it decalcifying? Is it turning the P53 gene back on that will actually tell the cancer cell that it has to kill itself? No. And we've got the science to prove it, right? And also, this is the only product that'll totally restore your bones back to when you were younger, like in your 20s and 30s. So that's the thing. And just know this, that cancer specialists throughout the world are using, believe it or not, Merigen. And when the bones are back into healthy condition, they go, the cancer's gone.
What?
Well, because guess what? What does cancer eat up the most? What does it eat up the most? I know that it eats up muscle tissue when you're really in a bad state, like when you've got, and I don't believe in metastasis either. So just so you get that, and I'm allowed to believe in whatever I want. So there it is. I only believe in what? Stress and inflammation, and guess what? It's the next organ that can't take it anymore. So I don't believe it spreads. I believe that fear spreads, which spreads the inflammation, which causes the mutation. End of story. And if you don't believe me, go watch Emotional Chemistry. It's called The Emotional Chemistry of Cancer, Disease, and Healing in my library, and then challenge me. Okay, that's the only true cancer science that I believe. Now, so what we want to do is we know that calcium ions do most of the communication in the human body. We know that they do 110,000 chemical and hormonal processes every second. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. So right now, why would you get so stressed out? Why would you have that growth? Because you need to store dysfunctional beliefs about yourself and the world. And only you know what those are. And the more that you just stay calm and not judge yourself, but observe, you'll find that all these beliefs were given to you, okay, by society systems and parents that loved you the best they could.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
the truth.
So you're going to do the calcium. Now, with the calcium ions, because you're not eating whole, like food, cooked food, right?
I'm on raw at the moment, yeah, so.
Well, you're on whole plant-based.
Whole food plant-based, but that is, I'm trying to be whole food plant-based on the more raw side, but having said that, some of the salads I'm eating are cooked, yes.
No, you're not allowed to. You don't do that.
Okay.
Okay, do you think enzymes are important?
I do.
Okay, do you think that when you heat up a salad, you know you destroy every enzyme?
Yes,
Do you think that every enzyme you could get into your body would be great?
I do.
Okay, do you think that every water-soluble vitamin would be good too? So both of those are knocked out when you do that. Do you think that the roughage should be a little bit more fibery, or do you think it should be limp?
Very fibery, yeah.
Okay, that's right, because we don't want it to ferment until it gets into your large intestine, because that's where fermentation is the best. So we know that things like fruit, we know that salads, we know that sprouts, we know that beans, we know that lentils, you know, things like that make the best fermentation, because down here is your compost, but it's not your compost, it's 85% of your immune system is here. Okay?
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So understand, the thing that really kills people is habits. The things that make people sick is habits. The things that make people sick is doing the habits that everybody else does, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because we already know that 92% of the population has an autoimmune disease, which means you have been attacking yourself on a subconscious, unconscious level first here, because there's only epigenetic, there are no genetic diseases. I don't believe in them. And I believe that if you believe that, you're already toast.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if it's genetics, I can't do anything for you. And you can't do anything for yourself. So do you actually think God would create a human being like that? I don't think so. Okay, so let's get over it. All right. So now what we got to do is you're doing the right thing. So the more that we, okay, so everything is about vibration, right? So you're not allowed to hang around with anybody that doesn't vibrate right. You're not allowed to call any family members that are fearful of cancer. If they're fearful of cancer, then you can't talk to them.
No.
You go, I love you, but I must stay away from you.
I've said that to everyone.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
flick them the odd little text, tell them I love them, and that's it. Ask them not
Yeah,
to. Yeah.
because you cannot stay in the environment that helped create
I
it.
don't want the response. I don't want the feedback from anybody.
Yeah,
Don't want that mindset. That's the
Right.
yeah. So it's just clear it up and tell them you love them, but let it go. Let
well,
it
of
go.
course, you always have to tell them you love them because everybody gets hurt so
Yeah,
easy.
they do.
Doesn't everybody get hurt easy?
I know, but
You know?
at least if you
I know,
say-
but hold on a
Yeah.
second, but you can't keep catering to victim mentality either.
That's probably the problem.
No, probably the problem? You really believe it's probably?
No.
No. Stop. Stop. I don't care what people think about me anymore, Julie. Because I have done nothing to hurt anyone. But I will tell you, people will come after me. Because guess what? Do you think my beliefs are quite different than most practitioners?
Yes.
Do you think my beliefs are quite different than most people out there?
Yes.
Well, then I deserve to be attacked. The herd will attack me for the rest of my life, and I'm okay. I will love them anyway, but I will not pay heed to it. Just remember something. I'm the guy that doesn't get sick. Why don't you follow me around today and see what happened? Okay, I probably created more things and did more than most people do in 5 days. Now, as long as you care about what everybody thinks about what you're thinking about and doing, you're done. So you need to get that right now. Can't you just lovingly hold the line? Nobody's opinion matters more than you. Don't tell people your dreams, because most people are so fearful they won't be able to handle it. I'm going to go away and get rid of this and be healthier than I've ever been before. And this is my wake-up call. And I am going to change. So you have to understand that you will have different friends and a different life after this goes. Because this is going to teach you that you needed to honor and respect yourself and protect yourself. And it's going to be okay, and you will be able to sit, especially with taking the whole life coach. Let me tell you something right now. Everybody needs the whole life coach that I teach, that certification, because then you're certifiably insane and happy instead of insane and miserable.
Yeah.
Okay, so people will call me insane, right? I mean, how many doctors give a money back guarantee on their therapies? Right. How many people give money back guarantee on their courses and trainings?
Ah.
So the reality is that it's important that people want to challenge me, and you need to challenge people, but you need to challenge yourself first and foremost about everything you think about. Because if you don't challenge yourself about your beliefs first, then what happens when somebody brings you an honorable, respectable, unconditional love belief? You're not going to accept it, are you?
No.
Not unless you've been challenging your own beliefs, because nobody grows a tumor and can tell me that they've ever loved themselves. Have you loved life? Have you loved your son? Do you love the people in it? Are you a beautiful person? Absolutely. But hold on a second here. But hold on a second. This doesn't happen when you totally unconditionally love yourself. I don't get sick. I get dehydrated, but I don't get sick. I'm above that. I will make sure that I stay aligned every day. How often did you know that you should have stopped working, you should have stopped doing what you're doing to honor yourself, and you didn't honor yourself, but you pushed yourself through because you felt you had to? How often did you do that for others? What does that even mean?
I really don't feel, this is the truth. I mean, I'm just saying it because it feels truthful, that
So you've always taken the time to eat right, drink right, You've
No,
always
not
taken the
always.
time to love and honor and
No,
respect yourself.
no,
and
no.
You didn't allow anybody to come into your life and tell you, and then you didn't do things even though you know you shouldn't, but you did them anyway.
Of course, all of that. Yes. To
Well,
all
that
of
has to stop.
Yeah.
And guess what? And then you're going to, wow, if that stops and that'll shock everyone in my life, then what am I going to do? Well, I don't know. Would you rather shock them or not be around anymore? Well, make up your mind.
That's a good question.
But you just
The
told
only
me
question?
well, and you just told me you didn't do that.
No, you were suggesting, maybe I misinterpreted it, but I was thinking that you were suggesting that.
So I just want you to know something. Don't struggle with it, but I wasn't trying to challenge your heart or your spirit.
No.
I was trying to challenge this.
Yeah.
Because this is everything. And this was totally programmed.
I feel overwhelmingly tired now, to the point where I'm not sure I'm very.
You're overwhelmingly tired at this moment?
At this moment.
Weeks or
No,
days? Or-
no. At this moment.
Do you know why?
In this conversation.
Because guess what happens when you go to learn something and you don't want to learn it? You either get a headache or you fall asleep. And that's your subconscious. What if you were to connect to your breath right now and do the lion heart breathing and go, I got this? What if you were to wear a love band and go, I got this? I got this. I'm going to embrace this. If I didn't say something that was going to threaten your life, then maybe I'm trying to help.
Yeah.
So that's why you're tired right now, because that's your subconscious refusal. You do know that the brain is only as smart as its beliefs. The body is only as healthy as the beliefs that the brain has. You only have as not much energy in your body and in your life that your brain will allow you to have. If you have limiting beliefs, do you think you'd have limited energy?
Of course.
So if you limit yourself and how much you honor, respect, and love yourself, that means you limit on how you would feed your spirit. Spirit is unconditional love. The mind is conditional. Until you only have unconditional beliefs in your mind. Then the whole game changes. But then so does your whole environment. Where you live would change. Who you live with could probably change.
Yeah. Well, that's the situation I'm in, maybe, and maybe that's the thing that's making me feel a little overwhelmed is, having sold up everything in Australia to be here, knowing that this is the first step and no point in creating a plan B. What's important is plan A, and let's crack on and
What
and
if
do it.
life was just a beautiful adventure, Julie?
It is, isn't it?
Well, for me,
It is for me too.
no, it isn't.
It is.
You want it to be. You just said it.
Yeah.
Well, look I just sold off everything. Well,
That's
Julie,
a good thing. That's a good thing.
I just spent $250,000 moving down here, and I just moved 8 of my staff, paid their way down here, said I'm responsible and I'm going to make this work for everybody. And then we opened up a resort that was COVID trialed, and the place looked like it was devastated. And then we got hit with a hurricane. Julie, it's an adventure.
Yeah.
And the reality is that I'm not asking for you to take on my dream, but what is your dream? Do you know what you want out of life? Do you know what you're passionate about? Because if you don't have a passion and you don't have a dream that's something that excites you, that's never leaving. That's never going to leave. So if you care what other people think about what you're doing here, and oh my God, you know what? You sold everything, so what? You didn't want it anyway. So let's be the truth. That was your subconscious talking here just 2 minutes ago. I just sold everything and now, oh my God, that was your subconscious. Because your spirit would go, I got rid of everything and now I've got wings and I can
free.
fly. I can rewrite myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now let's go back and
Yeah.
now how does it feel about selling everything?
That feels very liberating.
Yeah, but that's not what you just said. Go
No.
back and watch the video, everyone. And she just said, oh my God, I'm traumatized. I let everything go. So it make up your mind. Who's going to be in the driver's seat? This
Yeah.
or this?
Yeah.
This or this?
I think this has been the problem for such a long time, that there's nobody dominant to the journey I'm on.
No
It's
one.
like a-
No, it's only
No, I
about
mean, you know how you
no
have,
one.
like, the-
You. No.
The bad guy here and the good guy
No,
here.
there's no
and the-
bad guy, good guy. There's no, stop that. You know what? That's called insanity, miserable. I'm not going to negotiate with somebody who's trying to kill me. There's only a good guy. That's it. A loving guy. A self-loving girl. A self-loving guy. There's no bad guy. You made that up. See, there you go. Subconscious got into this again. We're going to be here all night. You see? And everything that you just said, everybody's going to say the same thing. And it's all just a program. It's not right or wrong. It's a program. Okay? It's not, people are not bad, but their programs suck the life out of them. Your program grows things on you because guess what? You're dishonoring yourself. You don't grow pimples even. I don't have one pimple on me. I don't have any mold, brown aging spots. Do I look like I'm 65? Do I act like I'm 65? My parents were they both passed on from cancer before they were 55. My father had leukemia 3 times. We got rid of it the first time in, you're not going to believe this, in 5 weeks. Second time it took us 3 months. Third time we couldn't do it. Because it's up to him, isn't it? You know, it's really hard to hold people up, eh? How does it feel to hold people up and try to elevate them? How's that working for you?
No.
That's probably why you have this here. You blew this out. Trying to hold people up. Okay, we'll talk about this again.
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna,
will.
you know, she's going to be great because we're gonna do a show together. I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to be wrong. I just want to uncover this beautiful flower. So the thing is it's you're going, oh my God, why doesn't he leave her alone? Well, I won't do that. She told me she didn't want to be left alone. Okay, so we need to challenge ourselves. We need to have someone who's going to challenge us, right? Are you hitting the beach at all? Are you
Well, I bought myself a push bike because I'm just too tired. I can't even get there to the beach. I can't walk to the beach. I'm exhausted.
Can you afford 50 pesos or 60 pesos?
Oh, yeah. But now I bought a bike.
I know, but
So that's
I
great.
know, but you know what? Okay, talk to Lorraine. Lorraine just decided to go and swim, like I told her since she's got here,
Yeah.
and she hasn't.
Yeah.
And I also told her to go and do a sand scrub.
Yeah.
Go take a look at Lorraine's arms.
Yeah.
Lorraine's arms have reversed their age by probably 15 years in about 8
Wow.
days. You need to go to the beach at
Yeah.
sunset every night.
Yeah.
Nothing else is more important. And even go in the morning, sunrise. Go at sunrise, go at sunset, and do a sand scrub.
Yeah.
You've got the iodine, you've got the salt in there. Scrub your whole body. Scrub this area, scrub everywhere. And then go in it for a swim. Buy yourself a noodle, okay? Or you can go to Soliana, the grocery store, and they have where you have a noodle chair. And you can fold that up. And you can just put that on your back. And then you can go there and you can be in a noodle chair and you never have to worry about the undertow or the anything. You just go float around. You just got to get out past the waves. That's what
Yeah.
we do. And I stay out there for 45 minutes.
Right.
This is what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to get this going. Okay? Are you going to make it to the meeting tomorrow morning?
I will be there. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go through your list.
Okay. So, maybe not even going through my list. You want my daily, what I'm working towards, my daily routine.
I want whatever you want to give me.
Okay. So, when I wake up, I try and consume as much lemon water as I can, or lime water.
Oh, no. First thing is, it's not about the lemon water. It's got to be warm to hot.
Yes. Hot.
So that's the most important thing. It could just be warm to hot water.
Yep.
But you know what? Let's have it in between warm and hot, and let's drink at least a quart first thing in the morning.
Okay.
And it can have lemon in it, and it can have black diamond in it.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Drop in those micronutrients, suck up the acid, bring up the pH with the lemon.
Yeah.
Okay, so do that. But guess what the key is? Hot.
Hot, yes.
Okay.
Hot.
And hot water is going to keep you cooler if you drink that throughout the day.
Yeah.
Cold water is going to make you hotter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I don't know, I haven't asked for anyone's advice, but I've seen some girls in the tent bring in their black diamond things, and they just have their warm water and they put their black diamond and they just sit there and drink it. So
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't know what that was before
But
I
black
saw it.
diamond is right here.
Yeah,
That's the black diamond.
Yes.
And it also comes in a jar. So you can
Yes.
purchase it in a jar. It's a
Okay.
little cheaper in the jar. The sticks are great when you're traveling.
Okay, all
And the
right.
black diamond, this is the only, okay, all right. So just so you know this, we have the purest fulvic humic in the world. And I will let anybody challenge me on that because we already know we do. Where only 2% of the humic fulvic is actually processed without chemicals. All right? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, let's keep going.
All right, and then I make up my drinks. So I will have my glass of water with black diamond, and then I'll have another glass of water that will have iodine and iodite in there.
Okay, so first of all, in the morning, okay, you could do warm water and your calcium, right off the bat.
Yeah.
Not hot, but just warm, okay?
Yeah.
That's what I would do,
Yeah.
okay? And you know, that's in 16 ounces.
Yeah.
So that's a fair bit of water.
Yeah.
And you want to drink that right away because we know that the ions, because there's no such thing as a physical calcium that works.
Yeah.
These are actually calcium ions, so you have to have drank within a half hour. I drink mine right away. It's gone in the first 2 to 3 minutes. If it's in a 16 ounce, you want it gone. Try to have it gone within 5 minutes. Okay, to 10 minutes. You're fine. Okay, and then when that's done, okay, all you got to do is wait for 15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you didn't eat. If you ate, you'd have to wait a half an hour.
Yeah.
You see, but if there was food with the calcium,
Yeah.
you have to wait a half an hour away from it. So with that, 15 minutes, 20 minutes later, you can jump right into your hot water, your lemon with your
Yeah.
black diamond. Do you see?
Yeah.
So now you're going, wow, that's a lot of water. So that's
Yeah.
at least another quart. So that's a quart and a half right there.
Yeah.
But I want you to bring in 3 quarts of water, 2 to 3 quarts of water before 11 o'clock. Okay? All right. All right. So what people don't
yeah.
understand is that when's the last time you heard that somebody drowned from drinking too much water? Okay. Or they say that you're going to dilute your nutrition. They say a lot of things and they don't know what they're talking about. Or you're going to burn your kidneys out. The only reason why you get your kidneys burnt out is because they're a water filter and there's not enough fluid going through them. And what happens is you have your adrenals sitting on top of your kidneys. Every time that you stress out, okay, where you believe that your life is in danger, but it's just fear and you made it up, you're actually frying your kidneys out. So then do that with dumping the adrenaline and then don't drink the water and see why you have kidney problems. Okay, there.
Okay, I get my C60 in. I like to take that. It feels like there's so many things that I'm forgetting when to take them and when
Just
not
have
to
the
take
4
them.
rule.
Yeah,
The 4 rule.
yeah,
So you know what? At the end of the day, we want to make sure we're at least doing 4 quarts. I'd
Yeah.
like to see you doing 5, but
Yeah.
4 is fine.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you do C60 4 times a day. I'd like
Yeah.
to see you do the ionic calcium 4 times a
Yeah.
day. Do you understand?
yeah. Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are things I'm at least getting in, even if they may not be, the right.
There is no right. There is no
Okay.
wrong. The only rule I told you is
Yeah.
even if you ate a salad, you're only leaving if you ate a salad or you had juices, there's only a 20-minute gap in between the ionic calcium. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So the ionic calcium should be spread every 3 hours to every 4 hours. The C60 every 3 hours to every 4 hours.
Yeah.
It becomes clockwork.
Yeah.
Give yourself a chance
Yeah.
and allow yourself to not do it right at the beginning. Nobody gets it right at the beginning. Patience.
Yes. Patience with myself.
Patience. Right?
Yeah.
Just relax. If you stay happy, okay, if you take all the supplements right and you're really anal about it and stressed out about taking it right, guess what?
They won't work.
Nothing works. Your happiness comes first. The joy of loving yourself comes first. Okay, let's keep going.
So I also ordered a coffee enema kit, which I thought was going to be, at some point, very crucial to the
All right,
treatment.
well, you can, I've got one here that I use for display, and if you don't want to wait, it's never been used, I'll give you that
no,
one.
I have it
Okay.
down in my room. It's a
Oh,
brand new one.
but you haven't done it yet.
I haven't done it yet, but I have it.
You need to do that
Yes.
coffee enema.
Yeah.
I want you to do it once and shoot for twice a day. And it's got to be an ultimate coffee enema. And you need to come in and bop into the office here. I need to see you every 2 days. Just to say hello, what's going on, what's
Okay.
coming out, what's
Yeah.
going in. Okay?
Yep.
All right. Okay?
Okay.
See, Lori's over there waiting. I was supposed to go home. See what you did? Now you're in
Oh.
trouble with Lori. This is not good. And then there's Yarek. How you doing, Yarek? Yarek just got back from Greece. I hope you know that because you weren't here in time. There was a crock shot, okay? All right? You're responsible, and if that turned anybody off, okay, it's your fault. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Handsome Greeks. Okay. So the DMSO cream and the...
That's right here.
Yeah, so I mix that up, in different ways. So in the evening, I mix up after my shower, I mix this with the...
And that you're putting on your
iodine.
on the lump.
Roll around the lump, yeah.
Yeah,
With the
on it,
iodine.
on it,
On it,
on it.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
supposed to be on it.
On
Okay.
it, yes. And
But why only in the evening? Why?
well, because during the daytime, I'm mixing the DMSO cream with frankincense.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. That's
C60.
fine. I just wanted to know that you're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
it at least 3 times a day.
Oh yeah.
How many
Sometimes-
times you doing it?
Or
3?
maybe 3 or 4 times through the day with
Yeah.
the frankincense.
Okay,
and then
so
just-
DMSO with the frankincense.
And in the evening, it's a pad with the iodine and the DMSO. So it gets...
That's beautiful. That's
so-
why it's growing ahead, because
Yeah.
it's going to get ready to. So, but you can also put a little bit of C60 in, okay,
Yeah.
with the frankincense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Good.
Well, you do know that the C60, okay, MCT oil or the hemp oil, they're both good. I think the coconut oil would be good if you have both to do twice and twice, or twice with the MCT and once with the hemp, depending on how often you can get at it. But remember that it's 250 times stronger in vitamin C. All right? And then the DMSO is going to carry that MCT oil
Drive it through.
and the C60 right into that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so then I generally go...
Now the iodine,
Oh, yeah.
you're ordering it by the 16 ounce, right?
Um,
It's a 16 ounce bottle.
yes.
Yeah, okay, just
Yeah.
make sure you're doing that.
Yes.
Everybody, you get it in a 4 ounce, but those people that are dealing with a chronic condition, we sell a 16 ounce bottle at cost to people because they're doing 1.5 ounces a day. So you're doing 1.5 ounces orally in? Okay, and then you're doing your pack?
Through the night?
Yes.
Yeah, and then the frankincense through the day.
Beautiful.
All right, yes, so...
So all we need to do is make sure that we're going to get you on the Bioptron and get you to use the Avicen. Have you been using
I
that?
have, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often and how long?
Well, not very often because...
No, we'll
in fact,
get that-
while you were away once.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll get you set up with that. So that I want you to do the Avicen about 1 hour twice a day. And then the Bioptron. Okay? All right. Okay.
Okay,
And then I want you to do the Element every day as well.
yeah.
That's the PEMF, right? And this is the strongest PEMF made. And I'm actually going to be doing a show with Larry Langdon, who invented this, okay, on Wednesday at 12. So if you want to watch it, you'll understand why you're doing it. Okay.
So generally, I what have I got here? 2 litres. Also, in addition to the three juices I would order from here.
What do you mean 3 juices? Got to be more specific. So how much of the juices? Celery? Carrot?
So how much of the juices?
Yeah.
So usually what they are. Usually I've developed some favorites now. So the carrot and grapefruit is really, really very yum.
Okay.
Another super citrus I like, probably, you know, could be a better combination, is the 50-50 orange and grapefruit. That's super nice.
I don't want you doing that.
Okay, I won't do that anymore. That's
No, too much.
Too much
Okay,
grapefruit?
okay. No. The grapefruit's fine.
yeah.
It's the 50-50. How many ounces is that of the orange and the grapefruit? Is that a 16 ounce, 32 ounce?
Oh well, I guess it's. I'm just assuming it's.
Well, it's
a
either this
liter.
size,
Yeah,
that's a
it's liter.
16, and then
Yeah.
it's a liter.
Yeah, it's a liter.
Okay, so that's way too much orange juice. You do not want that. The percentage of orange juice is a lot less, okay?
Yeah.
I want the orange juice cut back.
Yeah.
Now, I did say that the orange juice would not do anything with the so-called cancer. That's the truth, but the reality is that's a lot of natural sugar going into your bloodstream. No go.
Yeah.
Grapefruit, fine,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay, good.
Carrot, fine,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
So what about just, you can do the grapefruit juice, but let's just do 20% orange.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, it's enough.
That's enough. Okay. All right. So somebody's been really craving a sweeter life.
Actually, I met a Japanese lady in Bali who was a raw food chef, and she said the reason she became a raw food chef was because she was so fat. She was so addicted to the Japanese desserts, had such a sweet tooth that she knew she could never give it up. So she developed the sweetness of the raw food dessert, and yeah, stayed healthy, kept weight off. She's happy, but yeah, it's very hard when you have that sugar craving, hey?
Well, it's because you haven't had enough sweetness in your life.
Yeah.
But you got to learn to be sweet to yourself. Love's just an ingredient, but self-love is a take action step that will heal you.
Yes. That's it, really. Just I probably eat too many fruits in the evening. Whole fruits.
Yeah, see, look at look at the sugar addiction here. Huh?
It's huge.
No, just look at. If you could just do this. Are you taking the IGF?
No.
Take a look at getting the IGF 300.
Okay.
Because the problem is you don't have energy. This is going to bring your energy up. I would also suggest that you're on the Cenonian minerals. Okay.
Oh, I am.
Okay.
I am already.
And how much are you taking of that?
1 in the morning and that with juice, and then another one in the evening.
Okay. So now I need you to take 3 twice a day. Just do it that way. And I need you to go on the curcumin cayenne, and I need you to take 1 curcumin cayenne every hour that you can think about it. Why? Curcumin cayenne, okay? Well, think about it. Curcumin, see, people say that you should take turmeric, right?
Yeah.
Okay, turmeric has 5% curcuminoids in it. Our curcumin has 95% curcuminoids in it.
Whoa.
Yes. If I gave you 1 teaspoon, you'd have to take 20 of turmeric to do the same thing. So then when I put in the African cayenne, 6%, it triggers this, and it makes it 50 times more powerful.
Wow.
So we know that curcumin cayenne brings down inflammation in the body better than any other product. It's also inexpensive compared to other products. And then if you're doing the black diamond, just think of all the acid we're pulling off, because that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We've got to get rid of the acid. And what does a tumor make? Acid, to help to feed new cancer cells or new mutated cells. So we got to make sure we're drawing that off, okay?
Yeah.
All right. And you're not losing weight, you're not losing muscle, correct?
Well, I'm trying to stay on top of it. I'm
Well, you can't stay on top of it, really.
I mean, I don't feel as if my muscles are feeling weak, but that doesn't mean they're disappearing, and I'm
I know,
starting
but you need
do
to
that.
get more into celery juice.
Yeah, yeah.
And the carrot juice and a
Yeah.
little bit of beet.
Oh gosh, I have probably too much beet.
Oh, well, how much beet do you do?
Well, I do like half and half, beet and carrot, and
That's fine.
Is that fine?
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, good.
Okay, and that'll really help us with the liver thing, because
Yeah.
that really helps to go in there.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with the beet. See, you are a sugar junkie.
Yeah,
Sugar
I
junkie.
am.
Yeah, well, this is, I know, but
which is why I feel proud of the fact, ridiculously, that I've learned all about, you know, the best whole food, plant-based sugar for our body, and then all the way down the line. So
that's still an addiction.
that's still,
Okay,
yeah.
all right, so bitter's better, and I'm not telling you to get bitter, just back off on the sweet, because it's not about the cancer, it's about the blood glucose.
Yeah.
Don't keep on trying to work your pancreas like crazy, trying to get rid of all that natural sugar in your bloodstream. It's exhausting, and you're the one that knows that. So you're still looking for a high, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want you to start doing more skin brushing. I want you to do the belly button therapy. And have you embraced the squats and the crab stretch yet?
I do those most mornings.
Okay, I need those twice a day.
Okay.
Before bed, and also you need to do a sand scrub.
Yeah.
You need to get to the beach every day.
Yep.
Just do it. And I'm going to tell you something. You see your skin?
Yeah.
How old are you?
64.
Okay, that skin, if you do what I just asked you to do, the skin brushing, and also if you take the C60, look at mine.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So your skin can look in 3 to 6 weeks as if you're 30 years old. So you're
Wow.
going to do that to you want to do it here, and you can say, well, you know what, Daryl, it doesn't bother me that I have these wrinkles here, and I'm going to say that's not why we're doing it. We're not doing it for vanity. It's your skin. If your skin is healthy, then it's breathing properly. If it looks like crepe paper or like a chicken skin, then we know you're not healthy. And your skin is the mirror of your large intestine's health. But if you actually get it working on the skin, it's going to breathe properly, detoxify properly. I'll be watching.
Of course.
I'll be watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if there's anything else, because I just want you to get this. I don't want to
Yeah.
waste any. So anyway, so Sage will be working on your lump, and he's going to go in and really try to see if he can loosen up around the calcium deposit.
Yep.
And then he'll probably hit it with about 850 subsonic pulses.
Yep.
And then I want to see that thing in 24 to 48 hours afterwards.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
So then you'll be getting once a week non-surgical and once a week cell-sonic, and I want you to do energy medicine twice a day, and I'll get you set up that you can do that twice a day. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be coming back on, everyone, okay? And sorry for the craziness tonight, but like I said, Yarik wasn't here and Rafa did a great job, and but we'll be coming on back on, won't we?
We will.
Yeah.
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 We are on a journey, and we're
Yeah.
hoping that you will.
I'm putting myself on the line, and she's going to take massive personal action. So teamwork makes the dream work, and that's that story.
That's it.
That's what the story is.
That's everybody's story, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
tomorrow I'll be on and I'll be answering questions. So if anybody had any questions tonight, I won't be answering those because I've got Lori waiting, and we were supposed to be at swimming, weren't we, honey? Yeah. And we're going to go right now.
Sorry,
Anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I hope you got something out of this. And I know that you're going to think, oh my gosh, at the beginning he wouldn't leave her alone. Well, no, that's not true. I'm never going to leave her alone. Okay? I'm going to challenge her to challenge her subconscious. Because to go back and watch the show, and I asked her something, and then she answered it, and then I came around through the back door, and I caught her with her pants down.
True.
You know what? The only thing I want for her is that she totally loves, honors, and respects herself and puts herself first. And she actually just really loves herself, strokes herself, you know, starts doing the mirror work. Okay, get a Braveheart Love Band on. I've got them right over here if you want some.
Yep.
Start doing the work.
I am actually really looking forward to Saturday when the course starts.
Yeah, Saturday the Whole Life Coach starts, and we will be actually going live with Saturday and Sunday. We do pieces just at the beginning to show people what they can do. And understand something, everyone. People will tell me that they've taken a Whole Life Coach course or an emotional course. We'll come back here and do a show, and then we'll find out if anybody's actually done that. Do you know how many people come here and say, oh, I've been trained by this person, I'm a whole life coach, I've been doing this for 10 and 20 years, and then they come here and they go, okay. Yeah, if it doesn't test you, if it doesn't challenge you, okay, if it doesn't change you, then it's not really a course. And if that course hasn't got you believing in self-care is the only health care, that self-love is the only true love, because you can't give what you're not. And did you love your son? Did you love everybody else? Yes. And how did it feel to be drained? How would it feel to be an ever-ready battery that you're always charged up? Because you're not giving your love, you're shining your love. The love that you have for yourself, you recycle that. And then people going, wow. So let's just give them the light so that they can find themselves. Let's not keep on draining ourselves. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. There will come a time when you tell me that I've got all the energy I need. And you know what?
Oh, yes.
When I get tired, it feels like I earned it, and it's just like, instead of, And there's a big difference between those two.
Yes, yeah, there is, for sure.
All right? Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Thanks
Daryl.
for joining us. We're out of here. I'm going to go have swim, then salad and bean soup. Right, honey?
Sounds great.
Okay, so that's it. Get your game on. 3, 2, 1, you got this. Love yourself well. God bless. You know, it's not good enough to have the most powerful courses, treatments, and training. We want to deliver to you the adventure of a lifetime that's going to last a lifetime. And I'm going to take you on a little adventure right now and show you what we are going to deliver. What are we going to deliver? We are going to deliver the authentic you, the real you, the genius inside. How would you like to become not just the master of your mind, but the master of your body, the master of your life? You know what? The most important world is your world, and we're about to show you how to create it.
Found Dr. Wolf and all his positivity and trying to reshape our way of thinking and help me be a better person, a better mom, better wife. I'm glad I found him in person in Ixtapa, Mexico.
Never limit yourself to beautiful, because that's what you are. Take a look at this beautiful place. We all deserve beauty in our life. You need to create a new program that is unlimited when it comes to things that are beautiful, things that make you happy, things that make you shine, things that make you feel excited. Let's get excited.
This guy's got something really interesting to say and he's sharing it really openly and we're just really not caring what other people think, and I just thought that was really empowering.
What I've learned in my life is this: to be the change you wish to be the change you wish to see, Braveheart, you have to understand you take life one step at a time.
Dr. Wolf, as many people will have seen, is very direct and straight and will take you to the edge of the cliff, as he says, and then pull you back just in time.
Never lose your focus. Never lose your dream, because you are the dream maker. It's called image, but guess what? It's your imagination. The image that you hold creates the thought that you live with. That thought creates an emotion that creates a frequency, and we know that the invisible creates the physical. I mean, that's quite obvious. So be the power that you seek, and understand something, that all your thoughts matter. And guess what? Unless you're willing to take a look at those thoughts and retrain your brain, change your personality, you'll never change your reality, and your reality could become infinite.
He's a wealth of information, and I love it.
You were created by your creator to create. So let's create something amazing together.
I found Dr. Wolf and I went, wow, here's a truth speaker. And he spoke to my soul and he spoke truth.
So tell me what you think of the destination that I came up with my imagination to hold the whole life coach certification for you. Understand something. It's all about beauty. It's all about adventure. It's all about stimulating the mind, okay? And understanding that your mind is unlimited. And that is what the whole life coach certification is all about. In the whole life coach certification, we are going to go deeper. We have people coming to us, professionals coming to us, from doctors to nurses to accountants to oil riggers to mothers that want to expand their life. And when they come here, they go, I need to learn to help my family, or I want to improve my business. But guess what? We get into their business. When they leave, they become the change that they wish to see, that they wish to be. They become the gift to the world, because when you can stay in the present, and you can't do that until you have unconditional love and care for yourself. And I'll tell you something right now. I have hardly even found 1 out of 1,000 practitioners, or even so-called whole life coaches, that can hold the present moment and own it and then give it as a gift. And this is what I'm going to give to you. And when you come here, this is where you're going to come into this room when you need to find alignment, you need to find balance, and you need to get back into your lion heart breath, because we're going to go deep into your heart and we're going to become the spark that you seek.
And actually what I really love about Dr. Wolf's teachings is that unconditional love is literally it. And then you're like, how can it be that easy? That's just silly. So, but it's really not.
Come play, come stay, come train with us today. Understand something. I know we have fear, but understand, that's just false evidence appearing real. I get it. Stick your toe in, feel the water, but then I want you to dive right in because
How I found my brave heart was through Daryl. He really teaches you to go within and go in through your heart and not your mind, because your heart's a lot more connected to so much more than your mind. Your mind is just so conditioned and your heart is just so open and beautiful.
you're the answer that you've been looking for. Let me teach you how to fly. What does that mean? First, love yourself, Braveheart. Let's take life in and win.
I had just lost my husband a couple of years ago. With his passing, he gave me the greatest gift to love myself. But Dr. Wolf gave me the greatest gift in understanding that.
I had a dream 3 years ago that I would live in Mexico and I would have this training center, this teaching center, this treatment center that would touch the world. Your dreams are never too big. And when they start to create a little bit of anxiety, turn them into excitement. And get excited because this is your life.
He's the first doctor that I have encountered that has truly given me the truth, and not just half truths, but the full truth. So it's been revolutionary for me in my healing process.
And this, my friend, when you take on the dream of all dreams and you realize that if you stay connected to your breath, that you can have it all. Do not let anybody take your breath away. Do not let anybody steal your dream, okay? Listen, God gave you imagination. This is your sandbox of life. Take your life back. Right now, we are teaching courses to people that have come from all over the world, and the government is saying you can't travel, you can't breathe, you can't have this, you can't come together. Yes, we will. And we will do it with unconditional love for each other. And we will learn to grow. We will not judge each other. We'll observe and see where we can support each other. But at the same time, we will hold the Braveheart line, because this is the only way that we can grow. So find your roar, because you're so much more. And learn this. You are the unconditional love that you've been looking for. You are the dream maker. I can't wait to see you. We want to become that small piece of the puzzle that brings your dream together. Thank you. Let me ask you a question. What do you think it would take to turn your life around? I can tell you right now, I learned that a long time ago, what the key was. And anybody that has been able to perfect the perfect day on an emotional, physical, and spirit level knows this. The answer is massive, personal action. That's what it's going to take for you to turn your life around. And to turn your life around, you're going to have to go within if you want to change without. And that's the bottom line. And you know, people think that they can do it like with a consultation, or maybe they can do it with a telephone call or a Band-Aid or a 911 emergency, a treatment. But understand, that's not the way it is. The day that you realize that when you master your mind is the only time you're going to master your body. Forget your life. That's always going to be just random luck until you know that you must become the master of your day. From the moment you rise until you gently close your eyes, you must be the only authority for you. And if you think that getting an hour consultation is going to do it, it's not. If you think that going for therapy is going to do it, it's not. You have to submerge yourself into what we would call the personal treatment and training. And you need to do that from anywhere from 6 days to 10 days, or you need to come for my whole life coach certification, because if you don't go in deep, you'll never make changes. They say it takes 10,000 times for you to repeat something before it becomes a prominent, dominant thought. And if you understood that 70 to 90% of all your thoughts are not yours, and they say that 70% of your thoughts are toxic, tell me they're not. Take a look at the majority of the population. 92% of the population has an autoimmune disease, which means the body is attacking itself. Before that, though, the person was attacking themselves on a subconscious, unconscious level. And that, my friend, is the bottom line, and why you must take a personal treatment and training and go deep and understand how to run your life. What that means is learning how to think, how to drink, how to eat, and knowing when somebody is mistreating you, when someone is disrespecting you, because until you honor and respect yourself, no one else is going to do it. So understand, this is your life. If you want to live your passion and purpose, then you must become the master of your mind to become the master of your body so that you can become the light for your family. So please, consider this. You've got the time and you've got the money, because you're going to change the rest of your life for the rest of your life, and that's my guarantee to you.